Guys, listen up. As you get older, the best way to continue to look young, exuberant, and vibrant is to continue to take care of your skin. That's why I'm excited to have Teej Hanley as a sponsor of today's video. You heard me talk about them before, and you're going to continue to hear me talk about them because I believe in their products and the positive impact that they have on every man's life. Teej Hanley makes taking care of your skin so easy. They provide you with all the products you need and nothing that you don't. Every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. Lapeef family, I must admit, skincare wasn't always something I always focused on, but since I started using this system, I've seen improvements in the way my skin looks and feels. And you don't have to take my word for it. They have over 5,000 5-star reviews on their website from satisfied customers from around the world. I recommend you start with the level 1 system, which comes with all the basics: a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer, and a PM moisturizer. In addition to amazing skin, members of Teej Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off retail price, the ability to customize your box, pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping. And because Teej Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers a great deal. Just click that first link in the description and you'll get 30% off the first box plus the free gift. Seriously, that's an amazing deal. Even though it's too early, as I often say, it's never too late. Click that link and get started today.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Trigger Mike Show on the Lapeef Network. How y'all doing this Friday? It is Friday, July 28, 2023. Woo! Let this summer be over, man. It's hot as hell out here. Thank y'all so much for joining your boy. We got one hell of a topic for you today. Today is payday, so the same way you've been blessed with some funds, I'd like to see you grace this beautiful network and all the work that it's done for you over the last few months and all over the years that y'all have been patronizing this network. Please show your love by form of super check contribution on this great payday. It is a nice sunny day. Hopefully everybody out there that got paid is doing well today. And if you didn't and you got to wait a little bit, shout out to you as well. Welcome once again to the Trigger Mike Show on the Lapeef Network. It is a glorious Friday. We just glad to be alive. Amen. Amen. Thank y'all for coming through, man. A lot of people streaming. I know you could be anywhere in the YouTube universe, but you're right here with Trigger Mike on the Lapeef Network. Thank you so much for that, and I appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you that are always patronizing the chat. I appreciate everybody who is watching nationwide in the U.S. I appreciate everybody that's watching internationally. Thank you so much for patronizing this great network. How are y'all doing today? What's going on with you? I'd like to give a shout out to the sponsor on this great Friday payday, which is Tej Hanley. Shout out to the sponsor, Tej Hanley. 30% off along with a free gift. The link is down in the description. Uncomplicated skincare for men. Go ahead and get yours for you if you are a man, or if you would like to gift a man, your father, your uncle, your brother, your significant other. Go ahead and get them that Tej pack. Once again, 30% off along with a free gift down in the description. Uncomplicated skincare for men. Thank you to our sponsor once again. All right, y'all. How y'all doing today, man? Talk to me. How are y'all doing today? We're gonna shoot the breeze a little bit. Before we get the topic rolling, we're gonna shoot the breeze a little bit. A lot of people streaming right now. If you could be so kind, go ahead and like this video. If you walked in without a like, I know some of y'all are notorious for it. I thank you for your support, but if you drifted in by mistake and did not drop a like for the YouTube algorithm, you are doing myself a disservice. As a matter of fact, you might even be doing yourself a disservice, because this chat is lit. This chat goes off. All right. This chat is opinionated. So I need y'all to hit a like for the YouTube algorithm so other people get the notification to join this chat as well. And if you have not subscribed to the Lapeef Network, I have some people on Facebook and other platforms telling me they're always missing my show. Well, if you're one of those people that happen to be here today, or you know somebody that would love to partake in the Trigger Mike Show and the topics that we have here, please make sure to not only subscribe to the network if you have not, but go ahead and share the stream out to your Facebook news feed, your Instagram chat, your Instagram story, your Instagram feed, threads, WhatsApp, group me, whatever. Let people know this is what I'm watching today. Let them partake in the discussion and tell them the chat is lit. Tell them to create a nickname, whatever troll nickname they want to make, and tell them to get in the chat early. All right, we go off in this chat over here. As y'all surely know, we do. We do. Salute to everybody. Salute to all the viewers. Who do we got in the chat today? Jill's Chocolate Boutique. How you doing? Happy Friday. You saw it? You saw the video on IG? She did play him, but we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. I'm not even going to say he's a great guy. What I like to do on these particular topics, we don't know. All right. I caution women. I caution my sisters, all that. Don't just be out here saying you can tell. Okay. Because we can't tell nothing till we know some people for a little while. So I'm not going to agree with you there. We don't know that he's a great guy, but that video, I do agree That video is heartbreaking, but it speaks to a bigger problem. It speaks to a much larger problem that we have going on in modern dating, modern society in general. So we don't always, at least in my broadcasts, I don't always want to focus just on, you know, that what's out front. I don't want to just focus on that. People are going to look at the picture. Are going to look at the video and try to focus and give a detailed synopsis on what's going on with just this man. I'm trying to look at the macro. I'm trying to look at how this affects people on a national level, on a societal level in which we interact with one another. Because this has long reaching implications in other areas of life as well. Okay. This is like dynamic shifting type stuff over here. So we're going to talk about it live right now. If you haven't already, do like me right now and share this out to your Facebook. I've noticed that some of y'all, we follow who we want to follow on Instagram and they follow us back. But your real friends, like the people who are more like you, I think are on Facebook. So I share this out to my Facebook and my numbers go up. So if you would like to be so kind and help me out, share this to your Facebook as well, because we are live and this conversation is about to go up. There's a lot of people live right now, but it's all good. Nobody's talking about this. Nobody's talking about this. This is the hot topic of the moment. Go ahead and share this out. Look, immediately shared it. Immediately got some people joining. Come on in and join the Trigger Mike Show. Y'all know what we're talking about. Dating fails even when effort is shown. If you agree, let me know in the chat. If you agree with that, let me know in the chat. Damn, Jill, it was kind of heartbreaking. I'm not gonna lie. That video is very heartbreaking. There's really no getting around that. That video is heartbreaking. For all you people coming in, welcome to the Trigger Mike Show. Make sure you hit that like button. We got 29 likes. That's actually more than half. Thank y'all for that. But we're gonna get into it. Who do we got in the chat? My man Jordan, what's going on? Badass thing. Good afternoon to you. Faceless Man said, just got back from the range in time. Oh, well, let me know what you were shooting, bro. I just fake zeroed it because of my hand. That's probably one of the reasons my stitches didn't hold. But my damn SRO was loose. Now I don't even know if I'm using the right screws on my new Echelon pistol, so I got to re-zero that bad boy. But I'm gonna wait till Free Tuesday in my range. I'm gonna wait till Free Tuesday. All right. Who else is here? We got Jordan. Dale Matthew. What's going on, Chief? Ethan. What's going on? Thank you for dropping the like, man. Thank you for dropping the like. Wait a minute. What's going on? What's up? What's up? James, how you doing? Jazz. I'm hype. What up? What up? Good to see you. Thank you for coming through. Mano Vibes on demand. What's going on? What's up? Dizzo Dixon, what's up? I don't know if I should say pause or not, but I don't know. What up with y'all? Your groups. What's up with y'all? So we're going to let some people get in here, man. We're going to let the people come in, flood in a little bit. Then we're going to get into this video. If you have not seen this video already, it might be a tearjerker. It might be a tearjerker for some of you. It might be a tearjerker for some of you. Rosen, what's going on? Hadouken. Mahalia, how you doing? Pleasure to see you. Happy Friday. Daryl Brown, my man, what's going on? The neighborhood adjuster. Indeed. Let me hit y'all with the live now and the siren. Whew, man, it is a Friday. My wife even texted me talking about something. She's out of it. She about to come home early. And you know what that means? That means the kids coming home early. Golly. Golly. Whew. She got some kind of class tonight. So no family dinner tonight. She told me about it weeks ago, but I guess I'll take the kids out by myself. You know what? I'll take them out for ice cream. They love Chick-fil-A. We'll do something light. I'll take them out for ice cream. Y'all go ahead and share this out. Welcome to the Trigger Mike Show. Those of you just tuning in, welcome, welcome. We're going to get into it. It is a good Friday payday. Let me know what y'all are doing. Are y'all at work? Have y'all noticed that people stop working on Friday? I doubt many of y'all are at work. I doubt many of y'all are at work doing anything constructive. People don't work on Friday. I had a large amount of work that I started doing at 7:50 something this morning. I got a bunch of emails sent back to me after lunch on Friday. Good luck. Everybody checking out till Monday. Nobody answering me back. I'm going to do my work regardless. Not another one of these people answering me back. This is one hell of a topic we got today, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. What's going on? My man said Carly Russell going to jail. Hold up. I need a news I don't know, man. Tell us, man. We got our neighborhood law enforcement expert, subject matter expert, Trey. I heard it's some misdemeanors, man. It's some misdemeanors she out here getting. Is that correct? Should this be a felony? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to put more on her than what the law warrants, but I've seen people catch felonies for the same thing. So, or is this a misdemeanor? Y'all let me know. My man Daryl says felonious. That's what I'm like. I've seen people catch a felony for false, like from something way. Okay. He said both are, that's correct. Both are misdemeanors, but I think they're going to make an example of her. Okay. Goodness gracious, man. I'm sorry. If you think I'm tripping, I could have swore people have gotten felonies for less. And I mean the same crime, not what we think she should get. I've known people personally that have done this. I've known people personally that have done this. Well, you know, people that I know, back in the day that have done something, that have gotten a similar charge. And I forget how you get it, but it's basically calling the police and you're lying about what transpired. They do whatever. They take the guy, they execute the arrest, and then the video footage shows you setting up conspiracy. That's what it is. So the charge can be different in different states, but it's all around the same realm of stuff. So I know this is a felony. But to somebody, damn, you got national attention, lady. You got Tina Knowles out here advocating for your ass, and you lied. You perpetuated the culture of dishonesty. You lied. All right, so we're gonna get right into it, man. I'm gonna play the video first and foremost. I'm gonna play the video about what today's topic is. I'm gonna talk a little bit, then I'm gonna let y'all up. I know we always ask women to come up, but this is one of those days where I'm really asking you. If you are a lady in the chat, I need you to come up today. I need you to come up today. I need you to come up today. I want your opinion on this. The world needs your opinion. All right. So live now. The world needs your opinion on this. So come up and talk to us, man. I'm gonna play the video because some of y'all have seen it. Just to give context, then I'm gonna read some more of the chat.
So I just left a restaurant after waiting 30 minutes for a date to show up, and apparently I got stood up. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm trying to do everything right to be a gentleman. I brought flowers. I've been consistent talking with this girl for 2 weeks, trying to get to know what she likes, what she doesn't like. I made plans. I picked the restaurant, the day, and the time. I've done everything to be just the kind of guy that would value somebody's time. Like, I'm just looking for my person. I'm just looking for the one that I guess is out there for me. I mean, I want to be somebody's husband someday, father. I'm trying to do everything that's right, and I just get stood up. Like, my feelings didn't even matter. Sitting there eating a meal by myself and realizing that nobody even cares about people anymore. Like, alien dating shouldn't even be this hard. It shouldn't be this hard to find somebody. It shouldn't be this difficult to fall in love, to be kind to one another. Like, what? Ladies, tell me, what did I do wrong?
Listen, man, we're gonna find. Hold up. Wait a minute. Don't start this. Listen, man, we're gonna send some support to your boy. I'm not laughing. Don't tell me that. See, man, y'all gonna make me laugh. I'm not laughing. This was sad. This was sad for real. Tell me what you thought about the video. Just give me your unfiltered thoughts. Give me your unfiltered thoughts. What did you think about the video? Anything that jumps out at you? Anything that jumps out at you? Your unadulterated thoughts. All right. Witty Jim, there are a lot of skits. So I'm with you there. It could be a skit, but I went ahead and decided to do the episode anyway because it still speaks to an issue. We all know, every man knows. I'm not going to say a homeboy because birds of a feather flock together, and that shit ain't never happened to me. I had a girl maybe get up and leave, or asked to be taken home because of an emergency once during the date, and that happened once. Because women be hiding the fact that they got kids. And I don't know. I'm not even trying to get into that because it's a whole other thing. But that's it. I ain't never had nobody stand me up. but I know it happened to few people that I know, and that's the worst part about it, man. Y'all say y'all want nice guys. So this speaks to a bigger problem that's going on in the community. This, in fact, forget the community. This speaks to a bigger problem that's going on in modern times in general. Mr. Payne says, stop. Please stop. I know, man. I know. Don't dig into him, man. The biggest enemy in the fight to restore order and structure in our society is not women, it's other men. Let's not whoop his ass too bad. I understand what we think about what he did. I understand everything about that. Trust me. But we got to take a moment before we rip into him. Yeah, I feel the same way. Frozen says, sheesh. He did cry. God, you set us back, bro. I mean, I think it's fake, but today you can get that off to go viral. That's true. Welcome to the red pill. Trey is track. See, me and Trey think alike on a lot of issues, man. Welcome to, that's one of my points. That's one of the points I'm going to make on this very video. E double says passport him. Let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about that because I'm going to go to Trey's point where I say welcome to the red pill. Where Trey says welcome to the red pill, I'm tracking. Ladies, for the longest time I've been wondering. So I've collected a lot of data on this dating game and what has happened. And in order to understand what's going on in modern times, you actually have to understand history. You go back, not even just biblical times. You go back to Greco-Roman times. You go back to ancient Egyptian times. You start reading the stories, right? Even the mythology. The mythology is based on some of the things that happen at the ground level between the people is based on actual fact before they get to the actual mythology. So when you're taking stories from different griots and different authors that have written books and speak about the culture, you always see this type of thing happening. Women gain enough power to switch the dynamic. That power comes from the absence of men or the ignorance of men, allowing this to happen. Usually, that time is also a time of a large degree of perversion, sexual deviancy, sexual freedom, lack of structure and discipline within that society. Those are the breeding grounds for women to start to switch the dynamic on men in any society. And what you can basically bet your bottom dollar on is that the society is cyclical. It's cyclical. We go from having a very strict society, like let's say the Saudis have right now. Women can't do shit. Taliban went in there and said, y'all can't even go to school. Okay? You go from having a very, very strict society like that to very laissez-faire society, very egalitarian society over here, to a fully equalized society over there, to a full-on simp nation, like most of these liberal-ass nations in the West, like ours. That way you equalize for women. And like Aristotle said, the greatest inequality is to make unequal things equal. Anytime you equalize for women against men, society loses. It's an idiot move. Society loses. Women are not benevolent to uphold the standards and traditions. Only men do that. Women promote fluidity in all things. Therefore, society will crumble. Your boys will be weak. No society has ever stood either on standards, morals, principles, or even militarily on weak men. It only stands on strong men. Can I get an amen? Okay, so I have long wondered if society is cyclical, when is it going to come back around? And what stage are we in of the fuckery? Can y'all guess? Let me know. Are we at the beginning stage of fuckery in the United States of America or the Western world in general? Or are we at the end stage? What do y'all think? Are we at the beginning stage of fuckery? or are we at the end stage? We're somewhere. Are we in between? Are we at the beginning stage or are we at the end stage? Ooh. I'm eager to know. Mr. Payne says we are in the middle. I'm kind of going to agree with that because the one thing that we know is that, oh, okay, so Black Baron says we are near the peak. And the reason why I think this is because when you still have more simps, it's not even that all men have to be good men or all men have to come out. It's really an illusion. What really needs to happen is, and what's going to happen is, simps are going to withdraw because there will always be simps as long as women are willing to cater to them and they need backup for something. There'll always be simps if they think they're going to get some kind of access to these women. But the same way rappers and unsavory men have become the forefront of the Black community, when we know we are at the peak or going back down near to the cycle being over, is when the Black dad and the forthright Black man becomes the face of the community again. You can almost be certain. That's when you know this shit is about to change because he don't allow none of this fluid stuff to go on. Same way I don't allow it in my house, the same way any of my patrons who watch this show, the same way you don't allow nothing. In fact, most of our households are not representative of anything going on in mainstream America. Damn. But as soon as the men like Trigger Mike, are back at the forefront of the community, then you'll know things are about to change. So I think we're at the middle. It's going to have to get much worse before it gets better. Because what's going to happen is the simps are going to withdraw because their methods are ineffective. I'm starting to see that happening because all simps do is speak lies into a woman's ear while she's willing to hear it. And women will no longer want to hear lies after receiving failed results. Everything women are doubling down on in today's society will fail. Only an idiot would think that you can carry on an entire ethnic group or even subgroup without your men by your side. You're an idiot if you think that. Indian women would never. I'm not saying that you're an idiot for being alone if that is your choice. What I mean is that if you think that you can advance past the nuclear family structure by yourself, you're an idiot. Those people are a unit. You're an individual. No possible way a group of individuals can beat a group of families. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Put a 2 in the chat if you agree that if you think that a group of individual people and their illegitimate children and a bunch of illegitimate men can beat a group of families economically, in career advancement. If you're one of those people that think opposite of what I'm saying, you could put a 2 in the chat. Let me know. An individual is a bicycle. A family is a damn freight train. You ain't stopping no damn freight train. A community. A community. You ain't stopping no community. Remember, a community is not a group of individuals as is commonly defined. In this context, it's a group of families. You're not beating no family, man. You're not beating no family. The family will always reign supreme. The family will always reign supreme. This is an extreme position to take, Easy Money Jones. You must be an individual. You must be an individual. I'm not going against you per se. Like I said, be an individual. Understand that you cannot beat nor surpass the unit. There are certain concessions you are going to have to make. You cannot lobby the government to do for you what a family and community can create for themselves. Those things will never be equal. Ain't nobody giving you what these people produce on their own. That's why you made that statement. Don't lie. You were uncomfortable with what I said because you're an individual. You can disagree. It's all good. Listen, we're going to go over some stuff, man, because this is where I think we're at with it in the community. This is where I think we're at. This dude and other men like him, this is how you get ruthless men. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. This is how you get red pilled. If y'all want to know where the red pill, extreme manosphere, extreme right, all this type of shit came from, it stems from this right here. If women need to understand where these type of men came from, look no further than this example that we're showing you. Ruthless men come out of this shit right here. Something of the sort. And I don't even mean a date. Remember, this is just an example. Rejection. Let me not even say that, because men experience extreme amounts of rejection throughout their life. Unwarranted rejection. Disrespect. Despite the effort. This is how y'all created the red pill community. Ladies, y'all did this. If that dude shows up on a panel ripping into y'all ass, y'all did it. I understand you think it's weak. I understand if you think his time is better spent doing other things, but be human for a second and understand the response. Because men actually handle rejection far better than women ever could. You reject a woman, she's gonna create lies. She's gonna say you raped her or something. Women don't handle rejection well at all. Men just become red pill. Y'all just become demon liars and create false truths and shit, or alternative truths. What do y'all call it? Listen, I think this is the cycle, okay? Ruthless man. In fact, let me go backwards. We have a sucker, then a simp. We're in that generation right now, right? Easily manipulated men, suckers and simps. Okay? Then you have a concerned man who's concerned with society and the way that it's moving. You know, like, hey, maybe we need to put some things up for review. I don't know. Then you have the malleable man that can go either way. Then you have the strict man. Then you have the ruthless man. Y'all women are creating ruthless men. For every action, there is an equal but opposite reaction. That is not only true in the world of physics, that is true in the realm of human interaction. Who do you think you're going to create rejecting a man despite the effort that he's showing? Dating fails even when effort is shown. You know I love women. I love black women too. But y'all are doubling down on the wrong things. I want y'all to understand that. Who read the comments? Did y'all read the comments? Bruh, fellas, if you want to be disgusted today, go flip through your phone and read the comments from this damn post. If you want to be disgusted at the state of affairs that we have between men and women today, go read the comments from the original post or one of the posts that went viral on this very video. I'm going to play the video again. In fact, let me drop the link so y'all can come up. I'm going to play the video again, then I'm going to get opening thoughts. This is crazy. How y'all doing, dude? It's crazy. Daryl Brown says Instagram was a Ziploc bag, a photo girls gave you from their school dances. Witty Jim being an asshole today. Life is not fair. Stop it. Okay. Just understand. Just understand. You created them. You created them. Y'all come up. The link is dropped. Then I'm going to play the video again. Then we're going to get opening thoughts. My man EBD says, with the $5 super chat, thank you for your support, brother. EBD says, women today in our modern era are the problem, not the men like him who's trying to do right and be right. Why do we think these videos are fake? It could be very real, man. It could be very real. I'm saying that people make videos. There's a lot of actors and stuff. So if it came out that it was fake, I'd be like, oh, just another troll. But that one kind of hurt. The reason why I think this dude has I don't know, I think it's real. I ain't gonna lie, I think it's real. I wouldn't be crying like he did. He gets some points off for that. Mr. Payne, $5 says, marriage, politics, and sports. He should just buy some trim from a pro for sex and consultation. Listen, that's not bad advice to get him laid. But those women have the worst advice when it comes to women. Let me tell you why. They'll give you good advice to get you laid, but they're going to make you a savage too. They're going to make you a savage. I think a lot of men like that dude, they end up, so you don't end up jaded. You go through a bad experience, you go through a bad rejection, then you kind of land somewhere in the middle, and hopefully you end up a good man despite all the hurt you've been caused through your life. A pro gonna turn you into a savage, slapping people and shit. I don't think that's the best thing. I don't know. I've been trained by a so-called pimp before. That dude almost trained me. So maybe it's my bad experience getting shared with the world like that. What's going on, fellas? Did y'all see the video?
Hey, gentlemen. Hey,
yeah, guys. Man, I seen the video, man.
All right,
I'm ashamed of you, Trigger Mike.
Say what?
I'm ashamed of you, Trigger Mike.
You ashamed of me?
What in the hell are you talking about?
You gonna let me know why?
Oh, I'm gonna let you know why. Man, that man is soft as goddamn wet toilet tissue, man. So what we doing?
I know. Listen, you know what, man? We can't keep doing that. I keep telling y'all, it's y'all. That's still a brother, man.
Say
hold on. King Spark, do we not need fathers out here for these children?
We do.
Okay. So even the dudes that's not smooth, even the dudes that's making mistakes, crying on camera, making us look like fools, we gotta advocate for them too. I'm an advocate. He don't went black on. Look,
let me second that, because it's men like him who get played like this, and then you wonder why they turn into somebody that you don't want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? He does seem like a brother you want to deal with if you were female. At least that's the back of my mind. This is the kind of guy that all women say they want, but look how they treat him. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So it kind of tells you in the modern era where we're at, where you got somebody who's legit. Like, brother had flowers in his hand, bro. So when people are in the chat or saying whatever, like all of a sudden, where do we get that all videos are fake? Like the one we did with the burglar was invited the robber into his house. Like we're supposed to think that's fake. There's not, like, AI is not taking over yet. These are still real people, on camera doing real things. So you don't show up to a restaurant with flowers and then talk about a story or what happened to you, and then, oh yeah, it's fake. He's just like, what, acting? It's not what acting is. Like, for what? Like, women cry on TikTok talking about they can't find a man. Are we supposed to assume that all of it's fake? I mean,
All
it's
right.
so easy to see it's fake. It's not.
This is gonna sound bad, but do you know why I think it's real? Do you know why I think it's real? Because hold on. We're gonna play a little bit just for context of some people in the chat that have not seen the video. So pay attention to the aesthetics of the dude. Stop, Miss Payne. Stop smiling, because look, I don't. We're not laughing at this dude. Hold on.
So I just left a restaurant after waiting 30 minutes for a date to show up, and apparently I got stood up. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm trying to do everything right to be a gentleman. I brought flowers. I've been consistent talking with this girl for 2 weeks, trying to get to know what she likes, what she doesn't like. I made plans. I picked the restaurant, the day, and the time. You know, I've done everything to be just the kind of guy that would value somebody's time. Like, I'm just looking for my person. I'm just looking for the one that, I guess, is out there for me. I mean, I want to be somebody's husband someday, father. I'm trying to do everything that's right. I just get stood up. Like, my feelings didn't even matter. Sitting there eating a meal by myself and realizing that nobody even cares.
Yo, I'm gonna have to mute your ass, Payne. You over there laughing and shit, man. I'm
Even
about to
our
drop
pain
you
though,
and
but
start to this.
even our pain though, button this shirt up that high.
Damn.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
All right, wait a minute. Are you laughing because are you laughing? Are you laughing so hard because that was you?
Listen. First of all,
yeah, I can give my
you
story.
gotta have.
Yes. The
First of
answer
all,
is yes.
if you're gonna date women, okay, you're gonna have thicker skin than that. More importantly, if you're gonna live in America, in the world, you're gonna have thicker skin than that. That's the dude that was crying when he struck out in Little League. He was crying. Before he got back to the goddamn dugout, fucking crocodile tears. That's ridiculous.
I cried in Little League Spark. I ain't like playing that hunky ball.
I'm sorry for striking your ass out. That's what I had to do. You gotta go back. You know what I'm saying? I apologize.
King Spark. He's not crying. He's not crying because he stood her up. He's crying because he invested his time and energy into her, and then
I've been stood up. I've been stood up 5-10 times. The only way you
talking to a girl for 2 weeks. Talking to a girl for 2 weeks every day.
First of all, that's the
context. That's the context.
That's the context. Sometimes you're gonna strike out, dog. That's part of the game.
No, I get it. But I don't think it's his first time. I do not think this is his first time ever. I don't think so. I think this is something that happens. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he need to come out the closet. Who knows?
Maybe he ain't built for it. Now he's a homosexual because he got stood up.
Maybe he's not built for it. Maybe he's not built for it. He don't seem built for hollering at women. He should have had a backup thing. Let me say this one more thing. If you out there dating, let me give y'all a little bit of tip. You should be double booking and triple booking. Okay? We double booking, we triple book. It's Friday night. I'm not putting all my eggs on best. Okay? I got something booked for 7. I got something booked for 8. I got something maybe booked for 9. If the 7 show up, I'm gonna tell the 8 I may be a little late. If the 7 go really well, I'm gonna tell 8 o'clock, man, I ain't gonna be able to make it. 9 o'clock, my damn stomach hurt. I'm gonna have to check you tomorrow.
So you gonna do to her what she did to him.
You said what?
You gonna do to her what she did to him.
It's part of it, man. You got to step in the box and swing to hit the home run. If you don't make contact the first time, you got to go back to the drawing board. Go back to the Rolodex. See who was at the bar that day. Sometimes it's a blessing in disguise. She didn't show up. You pull up to the bar. Say, man, give me a double or whatever I'm having. And you take yourself to dinner that night and make some conversation.
So Mike, this guy is a victim of the modern era. Let me tell you. You had to go get some. You had to grow your thick skin. Now I'll give a real world thing. When I was 19 years old, I got caught up with this street girl. Right? She was a regular 304. Right? When I went to school, she blew me wide open. And I'm telling you, she blew me when I was 19. My frat brother caught me like whining and crying like my man, right? And he said, Rich, man, don't worry about it. You know, blah, blah, blah. You'll be all right, man. He was a little older. He said, you'll find another girl. That night, when all the brothers were in the house, he couldn't wait to tear me a new asshole in front of all the brothers. He just taught, and like you said, it will thicken your heart. It'll harden you for the future. That's why I put that little chat there. Like, get a pro, get some hard skin. I never ever was caught in that situation ever again.
When they have our in the 1800s.
I got to agree with Mr. Payne on
that. Pro doesn't fix this problem. He needed this. There are a lot of times, a lot of guys that need to be thrown in the deep end. They need to learn. He needed this. This is a lesson. Hopefully, and you out here dating, when you're out here dating a woman, and that woman isn't showing that eagerness. Where I'm from, we call it being pressed. If she's not showing that eagerness to want to go out with you, if she's not calling you or texting you on the day of the date to tell you how excited she is and she can't wait to see you, you don't even need to be going out with her. Most women can't contain their excitement because they like to go out. They like to do their makeup. They like this process of being able to go out. So if she can't even contain her, if she's showing that she can contain her excitement, this isn't a woman. Just move on, take your L, move on. But I know that this is fake because most men, when you're stood up, you don't eat alone. Most guys just get up and just leave. Right?
Damn, he could have been hungry, Trey. Shit.
Wait. He said 30 minutes. He said after waiting 30 minutes, I sat there and realized I got stood up. 30 minutes.
Maybe he cried because he realized how pitiful eating alone was.
And he also said he's going to eat alone. Most guys would not do that. They would get up and maybe grab some Wendy's or something on the way home.
It was kind of fat.
Can I say this?
No, Trey, no. Show me how many
Trey, I'm going to tell you what's wrong with what he said. Show me how many
fine dining restaurants you've been to where you've seen a man eating alone.
No, so
okay, I do it all the time. I do it all the time.
So I understand what Trey is saying. Do not eat alone at the table. Get your ass up, go to the bar.
Go to the bar.
I do that all the time. Get your ass up, go to the bar. Have a little,
I like going to the booth.
The thing I'm saying, Trey, is that he should not.
Don't sit down by yourself.
When you go into that fine dining restaurant
going to the booth.
You got to be under the impression. How I look at this shit is, if I have you meet me out somewhere, 9 times out of 10, I'm having you meet me out somewhere where I normally go. Because I want that little flex when I sit down. They already bring me my drink. They already know what the fuck going on. So the woman is looking at me like, damn, you must come here all the time. Oh, this is your regular spot. Yeah, it is. Also to let you know, I'm not doing this shit for you. This is my goddamn life. And if you coming in it, this is what I do. So we're not coming in under the impression that, I came to this nice restaurant and I looked it up and it was on the Michelin list and I knew you would love it, baby. And man, get the fuck out of here.
But King Smart, he got to learn that.
King Smart, you know about the Michelin list.
He doesn't know that yet. He got to learn
it. Stop it, man.
I think he had to. If this is a nice restaurant, like I think he's talking about, you'd have to have He probably had reservations set up for a table. He knew this is after 2 weeks of communication. He set up everything. He tells you what's going on.
You don't even sit. I wouldn't even sit down at the table if she ain't there yet. Why would you even waste your time?
Aren't women usually late because they're doing
it?
Aren't women usually late to a date anyway because of makeup, because of whatever? I mean, but after 30 minutes of waiting, he realized he got stood up. After 30 minutes of waiting,
I'd have been on my third Hennessy by that time. I'd have been twisted.
That's what
I'd been twisted.
He got stood up earlier that day when she didn't call and or text him to tell him how happy and excited she was to see him later. He had already been stood up. He just didn't know.
Listen, let me ask this question because I'm dying. Let me give my opening thoughts. Matter of fact, all right. I think she did show up. All right. Let me just ask the question and I'll answer it first. Do you think he met this woman on a dating app? And did he catfish her? So let me tell you why I think he met her on a dating app. I always caution men now to stop dating women you don't know well. It's exciting for the hookup culture. It's exciting when you can actually pull women. All right. When you're that dude, you hit a lick, you came into some money, right? All my military dudes know when you in that uniform, it's open season. Like I was bagging them, right? They love that type of stuff. So when the getting is good, you love dealing with new women, women you don't know well. You can ghost them. You're in charge. You're the one with the power. But if you're a dude out here trying to be sincere and date in this modern culture, and you can't attract women to you, and you have to go to a dating app, he was saying all this stuff. I tried to figure out what she liked. I tried to do this, that, and the third. And if you don't know these things already, it's a good chance that he was on a dating app. That's my opinion. And I think she showed up and she saw him in the light of day. And the reason I think that is because you saw his eyeball in, going to one eyeball went to the east and the other one went to the west. And I've heard people say that they've gone off on somebody on a dating app to say, why didn't you show up? I drove, I put on, and the person just literally said, listen, I came to the spot. I was the person that walked past the table and smiled at you, but you don't look anything like your picture. No wonder you wouldn't send me any picture. Like, you see what I'm saying? So I think she did go.
How can you catfish as a man, Trigger?
Bro,
what did he send? The picture of just elbow or something?
Man.
Y'all take it away. Chat, let us know what you think. But go ahead, y'all take it away.
I
totally agree with you on that. I totally agree that he already interacted with this girl way ahead of time. They met each other. She didn't like the flavor, but she didn't want to go off and hurt his feelings. So she kept the date going. And then when the date proceeded of that day, she didn't show up. She probably talked about him, girl. This guy got two cross eyes. You could probably see it. I mean, it's a hard truth, but that's what it is. This is the modern era. This is how it is in the modern world. You know what I'm saying? You got our men going off and acting like women. Women go on dating sites to find love. Men are supposed to do that. We hunters. But because of how the things are, because how we getting out of the Me Too era, where men can't even go off and say hello and do the things that we normally would do. We got our sons and our nephews doing this bullshit. This is sad.
It's a different kind of hunting digitally, right? Because what we're missing. Okay, so here's what I think happened overall. Just maybe 90 seconds. I think what we're talking about when we talk about dating apps and swiping and then interacting for 2 weeks, what we're missing from is the personal interaction, and out of personal interaction comes chemistry, and that's what was missing here. Chemistry attracts two people who normally wouldn't even go for each other, but you say something or you do something, and all of a sudden it's, what's your number? And then the natural conversation goes from there. Person to person, that happens a lot. Right? It's this digital space that we're occupying, where it's text, and people can express themselves one way in the text, but you can't really get the energy, right? There is no energy exchange. If there's no energy, there's no chemistry, and chemistry provides attraction. And in the cyber dating world, that's what you're missing the actual energy exchange and the chemistry. You get butterflies when you see them. You can't wait to, like Trey was saying, like she would be ranting and raving about, hey, I'm going on this date with dude that I met at the gym or da-da-da-da. In person, you get that kind of thing. Digitally, not so much. So maybe when it did come off of cyberspace and into the real space, it could have very well been she walked into the restaurant, gave him that up and down look, and like, yeah, I'm out. That could have happened too. I don't know if it did or didn't, but the chemistry was definitely not there. Not for her, not for him.
So what should he do, EVD?
He has to learn how to hunt the old school way. But in this modern era, it's so easy. It's just so easy to access women on your phone, right? Rather than in person. In person, you might catch a case. Over the phone, all they do is block you. That's the worst thing that happens. They hit the block button. In person, it's much more, like I said, it's an energy exchange, right? So when you get rejected by a girl in person, it hurts more. It hurts more than on cyberspace. If they block you, fine. On to the next one. I can use my thumb, use a different app. I'm good. But when it comes to the personal exchange, when you're shot down in person, it hurts just a little bit more. So when you say grow thick skin, he's not. He doesn't have that yet. He hasn't built that yet.
He gotta shoot, man. That's the problem with this modern era. See, the modern era came along, right? And so now we in this microwave era where everybody wants to do shit quickly, blah, 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 blah. But what everybody's forgetting is that the old school way still works. The regular ways still goddamn work. Even when I talk about my business here, people like, man, you need to get on this social media, that social media. You need to do this, you need to do that. I'm like, that's all cool and fine, but I'm just gonna go by the regular way. You tell a friend, hey, you know what, that shop right there, man, they do good shit, man. They're super nice, blah, blah, blah. All the old school shit still works. Take your ass to the bar, sit down, look like something, have some type of conversation piece with you, right? And say hello. You got to get out there. Like how we used to do back in the day. We used to go to the mall and try to get numbers, right? We had the different things that we had to do. So by the time you jump out there, right, you good. I started saying, I be out in the club, I get rejected. I be like, I guess you don't like black. I said, I'm too black then, huh? That's what I started to say when they be like, ugh. I be like, oh, you don't like. I said, I guess I'm too tall and black for you, huh? And then that's it. You keep on moving, man. You got to jump out there, man. The modern era is fucking up everything.
Let me say this real quick. Not only are you right, because it's interesting to see, because y'all are the ones saying, oh, not y'all, but some people are the ones like, no, the game done changed now. And I'm looking at it like, nah, bro, the game hasn't changed all that much.
Same damn
if I was
game.
still in the game, if I was, y'all, like, people are using, false ways to get over on each other. That's really what's going on. People are using the crooks can win too, not the people who are naturally suave, the people who naturally have charisma. Because what I do is, and now what I really understand is that it's really just a game of competence. Women always respond to competent men, right? So even in a work capacity, when I'm cracking my little jokes and trying to keep it light in a professional way, I'm looking at the way the women, because I work with all women, right, respond to me, and I'm like, damn, if I was still out in the game at this level of competence, right, at this level of being able to speak clearly and being able to hold a conversation, good God, I'd be killing the game. So it still works. If you're a competent man, you're still going to be at the top of the totem pole when it comes to the attention you get from women and your ability to pull them. So
there is a slight.
I totally agree on that, man.
There is a slight difference in the dating, though. I agree with King Spark that the old-fashioned way of actually going out and meeting women. And I've met women at the gym, at the grocery store, just out and about, right? And I met a woman at the Five Guys I was at one time, right? It just, you can meet them when you're out. But here's the difference. There is a slight difference. The difference is back before social media, you asked a woman for her number, it was either a yes or a no, right? She was either going to give it to you or she wasn't. But now when you ask her for a number, she says, well, you can have my Instagram.
Yeah,
and you gotta work your way around that. Me, I always say, I don't have social media, and that takes us right back to either you're gonna give me your number or you're not, right? That's a lie. I have social media, but I want to set the tone with her that I'm not playing that game with you.
Yeah,
I'm not playing that game with you. So there is a slight difference, but I completely agree with King Spark. As far as I'm concerned, now knowing the statistics that we know about women and whether they swipe right or swipe left, you shouldn't even be on these dating sites because majority of them don't swipe right anyway. So why even waste your time? You should be out and about, like King Spark says, go out to a bar, and you need this being able to talk to a woman, that's a muscle. You got to be able to work that. And then once you take time off, you lose it. That muscle starts to turn into fat. In order for that thing to stay sharp, you got to go out and actually talk to women because a lot of them are different, and you'll soon find out which woman likes you, what type of woman likes you. What I hate to use that word, it's a dating term, but that choosing signal nonsense, right? But you will be able to see it. You can't do that if you sitting at home swiping right, swiping left. And let's be clear, you need to be able to see these women up front so you don't get catfish, because a lot of them don't look like their pictures anyway.
So I agree 1,000%. And do you know what? Because I don't want to pass myself. I know some of my ghosts are in the chat, so they go confirm it if I cap over here. one thing that you said is that you actually have to be a conversational male, and it is a muscle you got to train. Because I wasn't even the cold approach dude. I've never been that dude. I've never been that dude. The way I actually used to get girls was being the most conversational dude in a group. So you see what I'm saying? So it's the thing where other women watch you and the way that you talk to just the group and the way you float in between people and just exude your charisma in a group of people to where even though I knew Milk, maybe this girl looking at me and she interested, I wouldn't show interest at that time. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I'd act like, we were buddy, that type of way. Because I couldn't just be that cold approach dude that put my arm around and be like, what's up with it? I'm not that dude. But the one thing, exactly.
There's an art to the cold approach, Mike.
Yeah, but Mike, at the same time,
what I'm talking about is
there's
also
an art to the
art,
cold
though.
approach.
I forget what the exact term is. Purple Pill told me what the exact term is. But a dude that literally if you're interested in a girl, you don't really talk to her, you talk to her circle. It's that type of thing. You see what I'm saying? You float around her circle if y'all got mutual friends to the point where she can experience everything about you. But now you're mysterious to her because she like, do he even like me? The nigga never talked to me. Goddamn. He talked to all my friends. So
right, but Mike, I want to ask you this, fam. Where did that intrinsic confidence come from, though, right? It's got to come from somewhere. And I think if we can share that experience of how we got that intrinsic confidence in order for us to do that, I think we can do a better job in helping some of these men out here because we can all share our stories about how we came from and where we came and how we moved. But I think it's important for us to explain where that actually came from so they can see that within themselves to tap into that so they can have more success.
I agree.
I can tell you where it came from in my life. It came from actually putting myself out there.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, let's say, like,
but
take it back to grade school,
where
right?
did that?
Hold on, I'm about to tell you. I'm saying, like, so how it came was, let's say grade school, right? Like, I used to do things, right? I used to do clubs. I used to do all the extracurricular activities. I used to do this. I used to do that, right? So by doing things, then I noticed I might be in one little class, a little extracurricular activity, and I see the little girl sit next to me. I'm like, oh, okay. Then the next day I see shit next to me. I said, oh, she like me. Then the next day it's two of them. I'm like, oh, they fucking with me. So that shit came from just being out there and interacting with women and seeing how women respond to you and picking up on their energy. And after a while, when you see, I'm gonna tell y'all another trick. When you get out to a club or get to a bar, right? Especially if it's crowded, you post up the furthest away from everybody, right? When you post up the furthest away from everybody and you sit back, wait and see who comes into your space, because they're going to come into your space intentionally because you clean across the goddamn bar, right? By yourself. So everything that come and post up, and women are real subtle with their shit. They'll be, is somebody sitting here? Or are you waiting for someone? Like, nah, sit down, mama. You good.
No girls are going to that guy like that. No girls are moving to that guy.
They're not.
No, she'll ask you, why you over here by yourself?
Or something like that.
Everybody else is over there. Why you over here by yourself? She wants to know.
I'll tell you where the confidence comes from. I'll tell you where it comes from. Kasim, I'll answer your question. So, because I am that dude that did the cold approach, I do actually approach the circle of girls. If there are 4 girls, 5 girls, I got it down to where I know exactly what to say and how to say it. But it's not like it's innately there, right? What I usually do is follow comedy, stand-up comedy, comedians, and I watch how they have timing. And I watch what they say and how they say it, and I'll probably take a line from a very just powerful comedian like either Chris Rock or Martin or Def Comedy Jam was big back in my day, right? So there's 1,000 jokes that you can pick out, and these jokes make people laugh, and they're really dirty, and they apply to kind of the situation. And if you know how to kind of pick out which joke to even say or hit up, that first of all brings down everybody's wall. Everybody's laughing, therefore they're going to continue to listen to what you have to say. You are now interesting, whatever the hell these girls are talking about. When you came along to the picture, they're now focused on you and you have to kind of perform to keep that attention. So what I do is I always move to the most least attractive girl or the girl who ain't drinking out of all the friends who are drinking. And I'm like, what the hell? What's the matter with you? Were you a designated driver? What are you mommy or like, what's up? And then she's like, oh no, I just, I finished my drink earlier today. And I'm just chilling. Like, well, it's illegal to kind of just, stand here without a drink when the girls are drinking. So rather than give you a ticket, I'm giving you a warning. Let's go to the bar. I don't want to hear it. Shut up. Let's go. Move it. You'll see these bitches later. Let's go. And it doesn't. It can't fail. Never. Whenever I said that, whenever I did that with a group of women, 5, 6, or 7, that move never fails because first of all, I'm getting her this drink, and second of all, the women know that I am playing. Oh, he's taking her to get her a drink, but we all got drinks. So. You know what I mean? I'm already in there, and that's where my confidence came from. But I mean, you can't give that to anybody, but you can at least explain it to everybody on the YouTubeverse or whatever. Take what you will. Take that when people laugh at something stupid or a joke, it is your way in. It is the end every time. Let me get these. Because if it falls flat, like hello,
I can go off and say,
that didn't work.
Let me get these super chats real quick. Brian Smith, $2. Appreciate the love, bro. Bro got too many gray hairs to not get it yet. I was kind of tracking with that too. Like, damn. Mr. Rich again. By the way, Carly Russell's charged with 2 misdemeanor counts, slap on the wrist, $2K bond. Yeah, he slapped her on the wrist, bro. And up to 1 year in jail. The chief was disappointed. It's oh god. You know what? They simped. They're suckers. It's a political thing, man. They're afraid of the sisterhood, bro. That's all it is. They're afraid of national backlash. This is why I don't understand when black people say we don't have anything at our advantage. Right now, it's actually extremely harmful. Whatever the hell you're doing to attack black people, because an entire coalition is going to come after your ass. The NAACP and every other liberal group in the nation. All right, be love 999. I don't go on dates with someone I just met. It doesn't feel organic. I prefer to be friends first and let it naturally evolve into a relationship so there's no inhibitions. I would agree. That is very smart. Very, very smart. But if you're talking about the courtship process, I absolutely agree.
That's if you're looking for a relationship, but what if you want some chicks, though?
Mike, can I get a second? Can I get a second?
Sounds like a Disney movie.
Yeah. Let me get this last super chat. Then you got exactly. $10. Mike, what I saw was someone who was trying to put his best foot forward, and he forgot to step up himself and realize the truth is reality. That could be it.
Hey, can you get that fixed?
Yeah, he can. He absolutely can.
Yeah, man. There's a couple of things, right? You guys talk about. So I've been married for a long time, but I never stopped thinking about women and how they approach you, right? And I don't know where I got this from. Women like to touch me.
Do they pay?
Right? I don't think there's any bigger. I don't know if there's any bigger choosing signals than women putting their hand on my shoe, this and that. And even when I was married, they still did that. But here's how I think some guys have to cultivate some kind of something with a woman. If you're like on a bus or you're going to work or something with a women, you see one or two people have to get on the same train or bus with you, and you see them over and over. Let me just finish. All you have to say hello once, right? They say once they say hello back, you keep going up, and so when they see you on that bus, they know, and that's you. And then you could start to cultivate a conversation, and then if she's not married, then you can make your move. You don't have to try to do it all at once. Sometimes hello is the best line. Some guys think they gotta have these all famous, all these crazy ass lines. I don't agree. Sometimes just say hello. If they ain't throwing up in the back of their throat, you got a shot. You got a shot.
Mike, you have to change the resolution of the show. He's sleeping. You need to lower the resolution. Yeah, he's still sleeping.
Hey, Fatty, what's going on, man?
What's up, Mr. Payne?
Can't wait for your how you do it.
I just
Damn, I forgot how to do that shit.
You said they like to hold you.
Go
You
to
sign.
like to touch on it.
one second, guys. Guys, 1 second. The audio is not working. You have to go to settings, go to video, and then change the definition of the stream.
Camera. I went to camera. That's
No. Don't go to camera. Yeah. Go to
I got that. Hold on.
Then, why you ain't invite you to the show yet?
Ashton, relax. 1 second.
Hold on. Let me hit up Lapeef. I think I got the setting I'm trying to.
On you, are you on the computer?
Yeah.
You go on the bottom. You're going to see the settings thing. You have to click on it, and then on the right button. Let me actually change this for a second, because I'm going to enter mine.
Shout out to Fatty and Useful for once.
I second that.
No, I see it. It says it's in general. It says broadcast quality. It's already 1080. We might have to do another.
No. But you can lower that. You can lower to 720.
Yeah, Lapeef got it.
Oh, you don't have the credentials.
It's there, but it's locked. I think for the main app.
Yeah, we're rocking all right. But what do you see, Fatty?
No, for us the sound is good, but for the people it's clipping. It's in the
Yeah, it was doing that before I logged on too.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, why people leaving the stream? People leaving the stream, and I'm like, hey, no way, this is a good. So I'm like, I read the chat, and they saying that it's glitching. But yeah, it's in general, right? Settings in general.
Yes, settings general, and then you are going to see the and I need actually to see it. Let me open another tab on mine. Give me a sec, because I'll be back in 1 minute.
All right, so listen, I mean, like I said, back in the day, though, no matter how it is, you got to go up and you got to take your licks. And I think it's the same thing is true there. I mean, if you're not so handsome, and if you're not one of those guys who's so aesthetically pleasing, the dating apps is not going to work for you that well. You know, some women you got to just get up in the front of and let some of your aura get out. Because if you're not really a good-looking dude, they're not swiping on your shit, man. It's just not. You know, that's the one good data that comes out of the dating apps. You know, so you can fight it if you want to. And then the ones who do swipe on you, when you see them, you don't want them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, right?
Hey, you know what, Payne? If you ain't if you're not, as aesthetically pleasing, right? There's a couple of things you can still do to be attractive. Groom yourself properly, right? Make sure your hair is cut. Make sure you clean and all that, right? Make sure you got on some smell good. Make sure you smell good, right? And make sure your dress game is together.
But that's all in person, though, right?
You see what? Right? Yeah, that's all in person. That's all in person. But I'm saying, what I'm saying, like, at least even if you don't feel like you got them Denzel Washington or whoever the hell, or Morris Chestnut or whatever, right? Find confidence in your clothes game. You know you got on some fire ass, smell good. You know your hair cut fresh. You see what I'm saying? These are all things that women are gonna notice, right? And at least you could steal a compliment like that, like, oh, well, you look nice today, or you smell good, or that's a really nice haircut, and that'll get you off to the races as well.
No,
and also get your ass in the gym and eat right, because your clothes will actually look better on you if your clothes will look better on you if you're in shape.
Right.
No, I can't say this though. Growing up, I used to see all varieties of my different homies. I had the smooth brothers I used to hang out with when I was in school. You know what I'm saying? The football players that'd be like 353, 275, 350. You know what I'm saying? They getting chicks. It's all about who you are. You got to find out who you are first. What works for you? Because What works for my man King is not going to work for me. You know what I'm saying? You got to find, and that's the biggest thing I believe will happen with him. He don't know who he is. And since he don't know who he is, he's filling himself out using different game from other different people that doesn't apply to him. And also, too, I also heard something real deep within what he was saying. He pulled stuff from what his mother told him to. Hey, mom, how do I get these girls? Oh, all you got to do is just go be nice to her, bring flowers. And that's what really hurt him the most. Because the game that mama probably taught him, his aunties taught him, it didn't work. Now he know that all his life he probably was lied to.
Outdated. So the game is out. The game that he was playing was outdated, right? So I'll say this. Every man's got to know one or two things. Either you look attractive because you get the result from women, or you have to be attractive, which takes game, which takes flavor, which means, yeah, they wouldn't look at your direction, but when you say something, you get their attention. Either you get your attention because you're physically, aesthetically pleasing, which I am not, or that you're an attractive person to be around because you're funny, you got some jokes, you make them laugh, you make them feel some kind of way, rather than, I mean, it is all about emotion for women, right? When they look at an attractive man, they get all, nice, and then they naturally walk up to him. I have to be attractive. I got to make the approach, but I know how to make that approach because my icebreakers are on point. I know what to say about their clothes that they're wearing, this and that, the event that we're at, the context. If there are 4 or 5 friends that are out at the same time and they're drinking and one's not, I know how to make that work. There are things that you build in your character that make it work to break through all of the if, ands, or buts, or don't let them judge me, or I'm afraid of what you're going to say. That's thick skin. It takes a lot of time to grow that. You can't get that in 1 or 2 days.
Mm-hmm. There's a book too. There's a book too. The white boy wrote. It's called Nice Guys Finish Last. I don't know if any of y'all ever read that book, but it pretty much just outlines like how to navigate like a social arena. Check it out. But yeah, and all that sweet stuff and all that shit is, I think that's really there. But go ahead.
No, I was just saying, listen, for a lot of guys, they want to bring something on that first date. They want to take something and bring something. My thought process has always been the same. I never take anything on a first date that I don't have receipt to, that I can't take back in case I don't like her. So, flowers don't work. You can't, flowers will die. But I'll tell you, I did in the last one. There was a book that she wanted to read. I went and got the book. It cost like $13 or something like that. But I had a receipt. If I didn't like it, I could just take the book back and get my money back. Right? I can't do that with flowers. So I would get away from the flowers and try to just actually listen to something that she actually likes. Maybe it's, likes artwork, or I don't know. You have to figure out what it is that she actually likes and get that. Sometimes a receipt in case she does stand.
I'm always doing stuff like that.
I ain't buying shit. I'm not bringing
nothing on the first date. I don't bring nothing on the first date. Second date, maybe, yeah. First date, no. First dates are made to go off and to feel that person out. You don't need, why are you already investing in somebody you don't even know that you want to go off and build a connection with? That's crazy. And to teach our younger men that process.
It's traditional. A lot of guys are traditional. A lot of guys are used to bringing those flowers on first date. A lot of guys are coming from the mindset that you show up to the girl's house, you have flowers in your hand, show up to the girl's house. It's not crazy. It's just a traditional thing.
Where did you get that from?
It's something else.
Where did you get that from? Those type of traditions came from your mother. You know what I'm saying?
I was never taught that by my mother.
Come on.
But okay.
Or television movies.
I'm not saying you in general. I'm not saying, but overall, yes.
Movies too. Flowers on the first date, our movie thing or TV show thing, we've all seen it. Even if our parents never got flowers on the first date or any date at all, we always see that in movies. Hey babe, here's your flowers. I got you some. And what do you hear to women? Oh, so nice, thank you. So this is what I'm saying. It's social conditioning that allowed this man to think how he did. That hey, I can move this way, and she's gonna respond this way. I did my part. Listen, if you listen to him in the video, I'm doing my best to be a gentleman. That's what he is saying. 2 weeks of communication. He ain't ghosting her. He's communicating with her. He's setting up the dinner date. He's making all these moves, and her not showing up was a bitch move. You know what I'm saying? Like forget all the time that we talked. Wait. Hang on. Forget the 2 weeks. Forget the 2 weeks that we talked. Forget the fact that you went through all this trouble to set up his date. I'm not coming because of what?
I mean, I don't know. I've been set up.
Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. One second. Friends, 1 second. Mike, you have to probably take 3 or 4 people out of the stream and have only 5 people and go from there. Because when you actually lower the resolution and it doesn't work, the only way to actually restore the audio is start with 5 and then you go up 1, see if he ends that, and then go up for that. And that's you, Mike, because you are cursed. Because
I can hop off and come back.
Yeah, I can hop off.
I can hop off.
Yeah,
I can hop on. No, you guys don't need to leave. You guys need to leave just to see how much people like StreamYard can handle, and then go from there. Usually it works better. No, Jesus. No need to hop off.
You don't need to leave.
You don't have to hop off. If people on the chat could tell us if the audio is good now, I would appreciate it. So give us a little bit of feedback.
Yeah, I think the audio is good. You guys hear me?
Yes, but we can hear. But
it's always been good between us, but the people watching.
yeah, it's the YouTube. Yeah, much better. Bila says much better with 5. Mike, keep playing. I don't know if he's here, but Mike, keep playing. Like 5, it can handle. Keep joining people. No, not 5, 6, because I'm here. I'm just the audio only. But 6 can handle. Go try to add like 1, test the audio, and then go from it. But 6 at least, you can stream. I can handle good.
Huh?
Oh, Jesus.
Since people can be on video and the rest can be on audio.
Yeah, but
some audio, 6 on video.
But that's the thing. I think the number is 5. They say it's still bad. Can you put 1 person on? Yeah, can you just put 1 person on the back? Okay. What about now, guys? Is the audio good now with 5 people?
It's been good.
It's not on StreamYard again. It's on YouTube. Is the audio good?
Oh, okay.
Is the audio good now? 1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing.
No, still bad.
1, 2, 3, testing. I think it's you that you are cursed, Mike, because it only happens on your streams. I do not.
No, it doesn't.
So what if you drop? What if you drop everybody?
Oh, you know what? You're right. I was on your stream and it happened. God damn.
Yeah, I know. It never happens on mine. You came on my stream and this out to the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drop everybody down and try one.
Let's see.
One by one. 1, 2, 3 testing. 1, 2, 3 testing.
I can hear it. I got it open. Let me listen by myself. I got to turn my mic off real quick.
2, 3 testing.
I can hear it. I got it open. Let me listen. Testing. Testing.
Yeah, now they say they're perfect. Did you lower the resolution? Like in 480?
Clear.
No, they say they're perfect. Did you lower the resolution? Like in 480?
No, he has to do it. Lapeef has to do it. He's coming back from the gym right now.
You don't have the full admin rights, I guess.
Yeah, it seemed like it was good. Need to say, okay. Welcome to the Trigger Mike Show on the Lapeef Network. Damn. All right, that's 2. Still choppy. Is it good now? Still choppy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They said it's still bad.
Patty, what you say the number was? Nope, still bad.
My number usually is 5, but that's the thing. I don't know.
It's probably what somebody said. It's the heat. Back.
Well, you need to get some more. You need
know
to get
what?
those
We're just gonna take
rights.
a break.
You need to get those admin rights.
Y'all come back.
Yeah, but
change the resolution or restart the stream when Lapeef gets a chance.
You should probably just drop the link and just drop it again.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We're gonna take a moment. We'll be back in 20 minutes to restart. This was a dope convo, but come back in. I'm gonna drop the link in a little bit. Get the notification. But thank y'all for coming through. Yeah. The big dog is coming back from the gym. We're fixing technical issues. Be back in 20. In fact, let me go eat lunch while I. Be back.